This is Conservative Czar, October 23rd, 2025. Going off the deep end, I'm going to talk about probably the least important story I'm going to cover. That's not true. I'll cover others. But this is about the NBA scandal. And it's so overblown as the facts we know now. Now, there might come other facts that'll change things. I don't think so. They came out with, 20 or more agents, including Kash Patel, to announce this underwhelming story. And that's what it is, underwhelming. It really smacked of a show trial, a show event. And I'm going to talk about two major aspects of the story. The first I want to talk about is the poker game. And it was rigged, it's fraud. I'll go after these guys, and if you can get some extortion out of it, get it and send some people away. But it's a non-story. These were illegal to begin with. Illegal poker games. You go into an illegal poker game, I gamble a little bit, not much, but just a little. And you go into a situation like that, you're really looking at the event. It's an illegal run by shady guys, and you're betting millions of dollars. It's ridiculous. Who cares about the gamblers? I could care less. These are rich people who threw their money away. They deserve it. Now, if there's outright fraud, okay, minor league fraud. They rig a poker game, my God. And we have all these people coming out. Illegal. Who cares about the gamblers? It's a non-story. The story is, don't go in illegal gambling. Poker games. It's ridiculous. It's illegal. The people doing it are illegal. You think they're not going to cheat you if they can? You're damn right they will. And it's up to you, the gambler, who's going to take this stupid risk. I could care less about them. There might be some extortion in here that hasn't been spelled out yet. But the other aspect I want to talk about is Chauncey Phillips. Now, he might have been involved in some specific crimes, but it's common for illegal poker games to bring in a celeb to sit at the table. You bring them in, you hope they bring people, okay, to these illegal poker games. Is that wrong on Chauncey? That alone, is that wrong? Yeah, a little. It doesn't excuse the perp walk of Chauncey Phillips. They perp walked him. Like, this is a small story, as far as we can tell. At the minimum, he did nothing wrong. He might have known about it, known about some of the corruption, and then lured people in. That's another crime, but it's not the end of the world. Small story. And I want to get to the other issue here, which was they got some NBA players who probably committed some sort of fraud. And but you got to understand something. You got to understand prop bets. Prop bets are this new thing that came along in massive form in the last 2 or 3 or 4 years. That's where you can bet. I'm going to give you an example. There's a player. I'm making up the name, Joe Smith, and he is a basketball player. And a prop bet will be bet that Joe Smith will get 6 rebounds. You can bet over at 7 or under at 5. Understand this. Joe Smith, people are gambling on him, sometimes hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, whether he gets 5 or 7 rebounds. It's ridiculous. Joe Smith has control. It's easy for Joe Smith to go under 6 rebounds. It's a cinch. And no one's going to blame him for anything. 7's a little harder, but under, you control it. So the player has a lot have a lot at stake at rigging the game to the extent of how many rebounds he gets. This is intolerable in sports. All of it should be cleaned out. And I'm not gonna, again, I don't blame the player. I really don't. I blame the prop bets. I blame the NBA for allowing prop bets, not only allowing it, but encouraging gambling on their sport. Now, I don't mind gambling on the sport if it's not a prop bet. But even in a normal bet situation where the Golden State Warriors is 5-point favorite, players can have control of that, in basketball especially, and shave a point here or go for a point there. They're usually shaving. But as long as this is tolerated, supported by the NBA, I'm not going to blame the players. It is such a stupid idea, prop bets for basketball especially. I don't blame them. Because it should never have been allowed. The number one culprit here, the number one guilty group is the NBA. And that's one point, and the second point is the culprit, the gambler, who goes into these situations. I gamble, I play poker, and you go in and you look around. You know, where are you going? It's on them. It's on the player who's in an illegal game and he gets defrauded. What a stupid person. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.